Hello everybody, Timothy Bailey with Project Learn and our video for today. So I learned a new word today. I knew what it was talking about, I just didn't know the word itself. So we're going to look at that. We're going to look at contronyms, okay? These are important. We have a lot of them in English, and it's one of the things that makes English, yes, difficult to learn. Contronyms, if you look, is made up of two words, the beginning of one word and the end of another word. Now this you might know already. So let's look at it first. We have words like synonyms. You can see it. Synonyms, words that mean basically the same thing or something similar. Small, tiny, and little. We have another word with nyms, antonyms, and you might guess antonyms are words that mean the opposite. Such as short, the opposite is tall and long. Right? Contra comes from contrary, right? Which means the opposite. But the difference between contronyms and antonyms are different words that mean an opposite thing. Contronyms are the same word with opposite or almost opposite meanings. So contronyms, words with opposite or nearly opposite meanings. Let's go ahead and check them out. I have 10 of them for us today. And I have pictures to go with them. So here's a picture. You might see some of these around your house holding things together, such as your table or a chair or something. And we have another picture here. So the boy is running away from the dog, right? This one you might know the name for this part here. This is called a bolt. So we're using the word bolt for both of these pictures, okay? So different from an antonym. Bolt, I bolted the two parts together, right? So this is the verb for what I'm doing with this thing, the noun bolt, okay? So it means to connect them. I connected the two parts. Well, the boy here, when I saw the dog, I bolted. What is he doing? He's running away. So here, bolted means to run or to run away. Okay, bolt, two different meanings. And both of these are verbs. Try another one. What is the person, I believe the woman, doing here? Well, she's putting her seatbelt on. She's connecting her seatbelt. And this chair is sort of crumpled or broken. So our word here is buckle, right? This is sometimes called a seat belt, right? But the verb we might use would be to buckle. For example, in Ohio, you must buckle your seat belt. What the lady is doing here, right? Sort of, again, to connect, right? When we buckle something, in this sense, we are connecting it. However, down here, the chair buckled when we both sat in it. So two people tried to sit in this chair and it buckled. It sort of crumpled or got a little bit destroyed, or it could be a lot destroyed, right? Buckled in this sense sort of means to crumple, right? To compact or to sort of fall down in some sense when something breaks, often because of too much weight. Okay? Buckle. Try another one. You've seen these before. You might have some of them around your house. And you might do this, right, before you go to the grocery store. What is the one word we can use for both of these? Did you say clip? Right? So this is sometimes called a butterfly clip, I think. That might have different names, but it's a clip. Clip is one kind of thing. And what do we use it for? Well, look at my sentence. I need a clip to hold my assignments together, to hold together, to bind or hold something together. Right? Just like a paper clip, right? Which is another kind of clip. Down here, we often say that what this activity is clipping coupons. My sister saves a lot of money by clipping coupons. What is the person doing? They are cutting coupons or cutting them out. So the two words here, one is sort of to connect something, right? Or keep them together. The other is to do the opposite. Right, to take them apart. So the coupons we take out of the newspaper or out of the advertisement by cutting them. Okay, try another one. You might do this around your house, right? And here we have a simple dessert, perhaps. Okay. But what's the one word we could use for both of these? Think about this one, right? Because this is the easier one. You might say dirt, but it's a little bit different, right? Dirt tends to be what we think of more of like soil, although not necessarily. This one's something more particular. We're going to say dust, right? So look at my sentence here. Before the party, I need to dust the furniture. So much like every word in English, dust can be both a noun and a verb, right? You see, what am I using here? I'm using the verb to dust, the infinitive. This stuff we could also call dust, the noun, the uncountable noun. So before the party, I need to dust the furniture. The verb means to get rid of the noun, to get rid of the dust. This person here is dusting. They are wiping and getting rid of the dust. So the dust goes away for the party. Here, look at my sentence. This might be from a recipe, for example. Lightly dust the strawberries with powdered sugar. Here, this powdered sugar, the recipe is telling us to put it on the strawberries. So here, dusting is to add something. Not dust like this, that would be gross, disgusting. But to do something that looks like that. So the powdered sugar sort of looks like, and we're using it like dust. To lightly sprinkle would be something close, right, to that. Okay, so dust the verb here, right, to take away the dust. Dust here is to add, not the dust, but something else. Okay, all right, let's try another one. You can see the girl, she's running here. Looks excited to be running. And here we are trying to glue something, perhaps to stick on a door or a wall. Perhaps there's a name on the other side. Now, we don't often use this one, right? However, the word fast can be used for both of these. Both in the sense of an adjective. She can run fast. She's able to run quick, fast. Here, glue helps hold things fast. This is not quick, right? This is secure or securely. When we glue this and put this on a door, it does not move, right? So when we say things are held fast or hold fast, they are stuck and they do not move, hopefully, right? Which is really the opposite of what the girl is doing. The girl, in fact, is moving a lot, right? She is moving quickly, right? This word, as I said at the beginning, is sort of an older understanding of the word, but you might still run into it in the right situation, or perhaps in something written more in the past. Okay, try another one. Some Amish men here are building a barn. And here we have a building that looks like it is pretty much destroyed. Again, this is a very good illustration of how these things are opposite, right? We have the word finished. So for the first picture, the barn is not finished. What does it mean here? Completed. The barn is not completed. The Amish men have not completed building the barn. Now if I say down here, right, this should not say the barn, this should say the building. The building is finished. What do you think that means? They're not building the building like here. Here, finished means it is done for. It is ruined, it is destroyed, it is of no more use, right? In fact, we could think of finished here to mean it has no more use. Okay? People must tear it down. So finished in completed, and finished as in no more use, ruined or destroyed. Here's two men here, right? This man here looks like he might be the supervisor for the people constructing the building. And here we have someone who needs to be careful they don't slip on this banana peel. So the word here is overlook, right? We might say the supervisor will overlook Miguel's work, right? This means that he will look at it carefully. He will check over Miguel's work, right? This also is an older, not as frequently used understanding of this word. In fact, we would often split this and reverse it. The supervisor will look over Miguel's work. But you can find this, and if you look in some dictionaries, they will still list this meaning of the word. Typically, what we talk about, though, when we use overlook is this: do not overlook dangers around you, right? Like this man is, or this person is, right? Here it means to not notice something. To overlook something in this sense means to not see it, right? To not be aware of it. We have another meaning for overlook, and that's a scenic place where you literally can look over the scene, nature. Some children here, they are waiting for lunch, eagerly waiting for lunch. These children are eating lunch. And in a strange way, we can use this same word, presently. They, the students, will be eating lunch presently. What do you think that means? They will be eating lunch soon. Perhaps the teacher or someone from the cafeteria is bringing their lunch right now, right? So they are waiting, but they will be eating lunch soon. These children, presently, they are eating lunch. And we can move presently. We could say they are eating lunch presently as well. This is an adverb. Adverbs are easily moved around from the beginning to the end to somewhere near the verb. Now, what does this mean? Well, it means they're eating lunch right now. So now and soon. There's a trick, usually when we use this word, to telling whether we mean soon or whether we mean now. Look at the first sentence. They will be eating lunch. Presently, they are eating lunch. So for this word, you really have to listen for the future tense or the present continuous here. Okay, let's try another one. Photography. Okay, you can see the check mark, the green. It doesn't have the no symbol. And here, the European Union has some sanctions against these countries for different things, right? The word then is sanction. In the first, photography is sanctioned in this museum. Now, they may not say it like this. I use this sentence to demonstrate the meaning. What do you think it means? Look at this. It means allowed. So photography is allowed in this museum. So one meaning of sanction is to allow something. Here, the European Union has sanctions against these countries. So it actually means the opposite, right? The EU has sanctions on numerous countries. You are not allowed to trade or do things with some of these countries. Okay, so allowed and not allowed. This man is sad. He's having hard times, difficult times. And this is the Sphinx in Egypt, right? The sort of cat man statue from ancient Egypt. Well, the word here is weather. It is easier to weather difficult times if you have family and friends, right? Here, weather means to survive, to make it through, to stand strong. If we do not protect the Sphinx, it may weather away. Here, it means to erode, to go away, typically because of the weather. And we often use weather away. Here are a couple links. There are more. There are a lot of contronyms. Check them out. When you're reading next time, think about the words that you read that you maybe are learning, and think about what possible meanings do they have? Could this word have opposite meanings? I hope it was interesting. Have a great day.